What is up, guys? Tom Noosa back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today I finally got it. It came into mail today. It is the one and only Transformer Siege Jetfire. Although I call him Skyfire. This is whatever you want to call him, but to me he's always gonna be Skyfire. And funny story about this figure, I actually had to go through Hasbro Pulse. I ordered with Amazon, but apparently pre-orders ran out. I don't know how that happens. Very unprofessional on the Amazon part. But that aside, I finally got them. And it came in the mail today, and I haven't yet to open them because in there, he's still in there. I'm gonna slice them open using this right here. So yeah, so let's do that now. All right. I guess here's the artwork here. I believe this is him in his full armor, from what I can see. Side of the box here. Let's see. Any new characters in that box? Nope. All the same ones are already coming out. Sometimes I check these boxes out, see if there's any kind of new characters. Maybe we might be getting a Siege. But apparently this is all the ones that are already out, I think. Nobody new here, I don't believe. And here he is. Let's see, 36 steps to transform. Come with armor and action effects. Okay, all pretty straightforward. Alright, let's go ahead and cut the top part here. Oops, and this is his War for Cybertron number is WFCS28 for anyone that cares about that stuff. Man, that's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna have to get some kind of clippers of sorts. I'll probably have to use my nail clippers on this. But let's see. Here's the instructions. Here's the instruction sheet. Everything's in black and white, which is, I believe, normal with Siege figures. So everybody can see that. Okay, pretty standard stuff. And after going through the instructions for a couple minutes, honestly on the front page it kind of tells you how to set up his full armor mode. And I have to say, I've never normally been a fan of applying extra stuff on top of my Transformers, but I don't totally hate this. There's a few things I think are extra, like the missiles or cannons here on the wings. I'm not a big fan of that, but I do like the mask. I only wish it had the more Macross or Robotech ears on the side here. Look, the cannon ears that those figures normally have. But this mask is very reminiscent of it. So I guess if you think about it, with the full armor on him, he is more or less kind of like the original toy that we got back in the 80s. But yeah, I like it. Now, I guess I'm taking all the fun out of the accessories happening, but because I basically put them all in. But I just want to go basically get that out of the way. How this part of them looks. But yeah, right. Anyway, getting down to some accessories. Let me take this out of his hand, because I think this is like one of the most impressive parts. This gun itself, if I can get it out of the hand. There we go. All right, Skyfire. Just excuse us for a minute. Put him to the side. Now this cannon here. First and foremost, let me get in focus. Come down here. I am in love. This is a awesome cannon. Let me move the blast effects away. But yeah, this is a awesome double barrel cannon. It really looks more like the G1 cannon. And speaking of this cannon even more, I always found it funny, since Jetfire was always more of a man or bot of science. Then dude, why are you carrying around a double barrel blaster like this? But this is me. Anyhow, it can separate like so. Let's see here. There you go. and he can hold it in either hand. To go into a double barrel, a single barrel mode, you take your hand here, you move this up. It's kind of tight tolerance, but you get your 5mm port right here, big peg right here, so you can hold it in either hand. And same on the side as well. You just bring it on this handle right here, and get my finger in there, and it's pretty tight tolerance. I'm about to loosen that screw just a little bit, but yeah. Now you can totally hold them both in a kimbo. So that's pretty cool. Also, I'll put these to the side. We get these blast effects. The two are a very nice touch, and they basically go anywhere on his body that has a port for it, as you can see right here. And they combine to make one big splash effect. Just push that in, put a tip on it, and that looks really cool. In fact, to bring the gun back into play, put down the barrel there. I think that looks pretty phenomenal. Phenomenal. That's the word I don't get to use much. Yeah, I dig this. I wish that we could buy these like separately and get them like in different colors. I think that'd be really cool. Especially this kind right here. I think it looks even better actually in the jet mode, which I'm probably going to show last. But yeah, this is definitely a nice touch, and I appreciate it most definitely. But these are not the only accessories as you guys saw. All right, going back here to the figure again. I'm gonna take off this here. I think I take off each accessory to show you guys. This will come with 2 of these. And as you can see, these look pretty good. Some good molded detail, similar to the gun here. They have the I'll bring the gun back in this. They have the same kind of molded detail to them, all one color with silver paint on the barrels of both. So as you can see, very similar. And he also gets 2. Let me pull that one off here. So you have a full-on matching set. One go on each arm. And I suppose, I'm just guessing, these are probably about 5mm, so another box could probably hold these as a gun. I don't know why you want to, but you could, I think. And they both look really nice. And it comes with, I don't know if you call these missiles or cannons, but also come with these. And they're just one single piece, no paint at all. But the detail looks pretty nice on both. And last but not least, let's bring them back over, take these off. And you get these as well. I guess these kind of the way the barrel's made is, to me, is kind of reminiscent of the Norway tips. I could be wrong, but they kind of remind me of that. And these two don't have any paint; they're just all one piece. And these all actually combine together with the shield plate to make a kind of a shockwave-esque sliding thing, a hovercraft type thing. But we'll get more on that later. But just show them off. They're pretty good. Now, if I take the camera up, go back to the man himself. Being such a tall figure, it kind of reminds me of Overlord or Combiner, because it's really kind of hard to get this on camera right. So please bear with me. Alright, now, the rest of his add-on accessories are actually on the chest here. Let me just snag this off. And let's see. Matter of fact, I might do this off camera because I think my plates have gotten pecking there. If I can just, oh, there, I can get them off. There we go. They're on there really good. And this is kind of a fault I have with the figure, which I'm going to come back to. I'm going to pull the mask off too, because it's actually part of the chest plate. Everything on here is so tightly toleranced. Man. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get this off camera. Alright, guys. Sorry for those technical difficulties. We're back. Yeah, it was kind of pain to get that off, because the small tabs that go into these two angles here, the chest likes to pull up, and it's kind of a negative thing, but we'll go on more into that later. But let's talk about this. In terms of paint apps, it's got some real nice red paint here, as you can see. Nice red Autobot logo, and I believe this is black paint all over here on top. And also, actually, I take that back. I believe this is actually all one black piece, and this is actually white paint, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all white paint. This is black plastic, but it looks really good. It's got some good molded detail, and I'm actually a fan of that. I know a lot of people like the whole G1 aesthetic with little to minimal details anymore. I like detail. You know, I like that. I dig that. To me, it makes it look, real world, more mechanical. And speaking of that, here's the mask. It too looks really nice. It's a piece of translucent plastic. Matter of fact, I believe it is translucent plastic that's painted white. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But this one got some nice detail on it. As I said earlier, I kind of wish it had the little the Macross cannon ears that come out to the side to give more of that Macross look. As is, I think it's cool, and it has a cool little way to store it. You can lift this up and get my hand in there. Let's see. Man, this stuff's so tight. But I guess it's better than being too loose. You know what I'm saying, guys? No one likes anything too loose. All right, finally got open. All right, now to take the mask, take this little piece of plastic right here, this right, and you can slide it right there. You can get it kind of a cool little hiding spot. You can just close that back up. Oh, let's see, best. There you go. That's in there better. Now you close it back up, and it's well hidden. I like that. Pretty ingenious. All right, now I believe that's just about it for accessories. Now let's bring in the figure himself. And here, let me raise the camera. Like I said, he's a big one. Actually, for this one, I'm gonna have to raise the whole thing up. Let me just get this situated much better. Yeah, I think this one's a little better for it. Yeah, he's pretty big. And like I said before, a lot of other guys got theirs out before mine, and I try not to watch too many reviews. With the exception of Matthew Baldwin, Hill Hasbro, and T-Man. I try to avoid reviews like the plague. I want to be shocked about this thing, and I'm glad I did, because I found something with this I didn't even know. Like let's go down here. It has ankle rockers. Not the best, but they're there. And I don't normally talk about the figure if I go on articulation, but I need to point this out. I saw it in the manual. You gotta break the scope a bit, but you can totally pop this loose and you get ankle rockers. Like I said before, it does hurt the sculpt, but I'm fine with that. It's better than not having it at all. One thing kind of lousy is the feet don't. Well, I take that back. They do bend down. Aha. I also take back what I was gonna say bad about this. Yeah, he's a tall one, like I said before, and he's got some good molded detail all throughout, and a handsome amount of paint, I have to say, as you can see. And also, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place with things about this figure. When you look at the hands here, they actually have this cool thing when you close them. The little hole comes out to hold the weapon. I think that's pretty cool. Most Hasbro figures, the hand's just one piece and it's like this. This is what you get. But with this, you can actually open it up and it goes back inside. That is very ingenious, and I hope they include that on more figures. Not just the Commander class. All of them. I mean, God, I really like that. That's new technology if I've ever seen it. And it's the same on both sides. Just close the hand up, open back up. Oops. And that's kind of a bad thing. This right here is a 5mm port in here, and with a little tab, it doesn't want to hold very long. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah. Now, before I go into real big detail on the figure, tell you what, let's go ahead and get some size comparison out of the way. Here I have a few Siege figures. Sadly, I only have Decepticons for my Siege figures. He's my first Autobot. Or if you just turn this little tab in here, And now he's Cybertron. So he's my first multi-purpose siege figure. But yeah, just for this comparison, let's make him a Cybertron. Just for right now. But yeah, this is how you scale with them. Like you can take Starscream here. This is OG1. They were kind of they started out as kind of friends before the turn. But yeah, he's really huge. And here he is with Shockwave, who is not a leader class figure, and Soundwave. So yeah, here he is scaled with 3 Voyagers. That's right, Shockwave, you're a Voyager. I don't care what you say. Yeah, it's high scales, and I think it's not too bad. It kind of does make me wish that Voyagers were just a little bit taller. All in all, I like it. I wish I had some Autobot Siege guys to compare them to, but I guess I'll take these guys out of the way. I guess I could do a few of my other figures. Let's see. Let's take an argument. Let's try. Grab him here. This is another big figure. Let's put him next to MMC's Carnifex or their Overlord. Excuse my way here. Okay, that's how Overlord compares to him, and they're close in height. Not too far off, I don't think. So let's see here. So that's that. Let's try some just grab a random stuff. Let's take see if I use some Tor. Never mind. Not Tor. It's still being worked on. Let's try my Make Toys Cybertron, which he too is I say a little bit bigger than Voyager. So yeah, this is how that scale looks. You know, if anybody was asking. All right. So let me get all these guys out of the way, and we'll get to real talk about the figure in full. Now, as I showed before, with this logo change, which I think is really cool, you can take your finger here, you can just push in, and I'm glad I got my nails so I can get in there, and it just rotates. At first I thought you had to flip it, but no, it just rotates, which I think is pretty good. And for this review, he's just going to be an Autobot. But yeah, talk about detail. As far as his head goes, he can move a full 360, which is all good. He can look up, which is good, but this guy being such a giant bot, I prefer for him to look down, which he really can't do. But even if he could, I imagine, because he has all this chest plate here, and the camera, as you can see, it probably really wouldn't matter. And also, he has a bit of light piping. I brought a light with me. Hope I'm blind, everyone, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. If you got a good light behind it, it does look pretty good. Shines through wonderfully. I'm not been a fan of batteries in my Transformers, but he almost could benefit from an actual battery in there to keep that light going. That's pretty good. But yeah, all right. More articulation. His arms can go out this far. That's nice ratchet in there. Only bad part about that is, as you can see right here, when you're manipulating this wants to pull out, and I think it's because of this right here. It doesn't fully. It tabs in, but it's not as big as it could be. But be wary of that. Yeah, it still wants to come out. And you can rotate almost 360. But you see here his wing gets in the way. I guess if you lowered it, you can go. But yeah, most part the wing gets in the way. But it's good enough, I think. You know, such a big bot. And the same both sides. The arm comes out that far again. Except we might keep your hand right here. Keep that in place. And you go back as far as the wing will allow you. And he has a bicep swivel, which gives you again in the full 360. And so also it bends here at the bicep to give you a range of motion there. Go about that far, which is pretty good. And we've already discussed the whole thing with the the hands here, right? You can close the full fist, which is really good. And you get a full 360 on the wrist as well. My wrists are a bit loose, but that's probably one of those things where your mileage may vary. And let's see, I think both wrists are kind of on the loose side. This is a little bit less loose, but yeah. Also, he does have a bit of a waist swivel. When you first get him out of the box, you clearly can't turn the waist that good at all. But out of the box, he's more or less. Let me get this loose here. It's more or less like this. If we can get it down, it's like this. So you gotta pick it up, and oops, there we go, and rotate it up like so, and it gives you a bit more. Gives you a bit more waist rotation. You can't get a full 360 out of it, but I think it does a trick. And again, it's such a big bot. I mean, I wouldn't kind of expect it. And let's see. As for the legs, if you move these waist skirts up right here, you can go for the Van Damme, or what I call full trowel. As you can see, so you get that, which is good. Also, legs can go back about yay high, knees bend, and he can almost, I don't know if you're going to give that a kick in the ass, but he can almost kick himself in the ass. The backpack for the most part is in the way, but it's to be expected for a more G1 style Jetfire or Skyfire. So it bends all here and rotates back that far. Get a full rotation forward, and he holds that just fine. Same on both. Got a pretty good ratchet in there to hold that. Hoping it's coming through on camera. Also, you can get rotation here at the hip on the ball joint, about as far as it wants to go, which is my thing, in my opinion, plenty. And you have toe articulation, both sides, and that ankle rocker, which I always showed, although it does break the sculpt. And you have back heel spur rotation here too, as you can see. All in all, in terms of articulation, you get just about everything you want of them, except for perhaps that extra waist rotation. But like I said, I'm not too mad at it. Also, no, not necessarily articulation. Right here at the waist, if you were to push in right here at the skirt, push it forward, you get this right here, and this goes on both sides. Now, I know it's meant for his jet mode to be handlebars, but you know, you can use your imagination, and they're kind of like little waist guns. You know, like say where you have to use your imagination on that one. But I think this, you know, I think one could use that for the same thing, and it's pretty cool. I kind of wish I had more Siege figures to show that off with the whole handlebar thing. But I'll show you how it looks when I get to jet mode. You just push that back in there, like so. Also, here on the back here, this is mostly, raise the camera. This is mostly made for missile pod mode, but he has handles here. If you like first pull the wing up to get it kind of loosened. There we go. You have these handles here. They have one on the tips of both wings, and that too is 5mm. Like I kind of showed earlier, you can weapon. Let me find a weapon. Here we go. These right here can stick to it, but I think for the most part, any gun with appropriate hole, because this whole Siege line is all about micromasters and whatnot. I think anything can probably go on it. I think it's worth showing off. All right. As far as the bag goes in the robot mode, I find that certain things don't peg in the way they should. Such as the hands here. I kind of messed with it. It probably won't come off on camera. Never mind, it did. These do not want to go in there. I fight as good as they should. I may have to take a little bit of a polish here and maybe thicken this up so that it fits in there more snugly. It just comes right out. That's finding that kind of sucks. And it's really the same on both sides. Actually, this is one holding better now. Yeah, that one's holding a little bit better than the other one is. And again, it may be, results may vary. It may be all, but it may just be mine. But from what I've seen, that no one's hangs in there way quite how it should. Also, another bad note I'll give it for bot mode is right in here when you're manipulating the arms. These just wanna pull out right here. This piece of plastic. They're not very secured in there, but I mean, right now it's not coming down on camera or anything, but it did earlier. Trust me, when the camera's not rolling, things wanna fly off. But other than that, and the ability not to look down, which I kind of saying because of the chest. Robot mode's pretty much a class act. When installing this chest piece here, you do have to go in here and kind of flip these out, and they're very tight tolerance. And they too kind of want to stick when you're trying to take the chest armor off. So be kind of wary of that, because it'll just pull this all the way off, as you can see. You know, it pegs back in, but I feel like that too should probably peg in a little bit tighter than it does. You know, but again, it might just be mine. I don't know. Like I said before, I try to stay clear of most of the reviews on this damn thing. Cause I want to be so surprised when I got it. But other than those little simple things, the robot mode, in my opinion, is pretty damn good. They got paint on it. Pretty good to decent articulation. Light piped head, which I think looks wonderful with light behind it. And overall, he just a big mamma jammer, you know. I wouldn't expect this kind of quality out of Hasbro, especially this day and age. Although they had, except for Siege, has been doing good. But with no further ado, well, hold on a second, guys. One more thing before I transform this guy. All the battle damage stuff here, or the gunfire. These two can pick on these little bumps here and there. They're all over the figure, certain places. Like one can go there, like he's being blasted. So you can take one and go here. If I can get it to hang on there. There we go. And he also has them lower it down. He also has one down. Well, actually two down here. You know, so you can go to full. What's another one in here? It's on his arm. So if you want to like recreate a fight scene, or if you're just someone that's really good at stop motion, like I wish I was, you can totally just have this guy that's getting like totally blasted on. I think it looked really cool. Put this one right here. Let's see. How about right here? Yeah. I can get the stick. There we go. So yeah, see, I think that's pretty cool. Like you just getting blasted from all sides. So that's really nice. Also, another thing I like about this figure, so far, the battle damage is like non-existent, because I've never been a fan of that battle damage stuff for the Siege figures. And this one, from what I can tell, it's not really any on him. If it is, it's so small, I'm totally missing it. Yeah, let me get this guy transformed.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
I dig it. This is a sight to behold for sure. Man, where to start? Let's see. Let's first jump on these paint apps again. As you can see here, when fully transformed, the wings show off so much better because after you unfurl everything, you can see all this beautiful red paint here for the trim. Looks really nice. Also, the red paint here, also for above the cockpit right here. And then you get the kind of gray here and a little bit of the gunmetal here. It's really nice. It's more or less just paint apps more used for accents, but it all comes together really nice. I'm really digging it. And let's see, grab some more paint. This is more or less the gray gunmetal for the feet are used for thrusters back here. And I believe the thrusters are actually just this gray plastic, I think at least. Yeah, but it looks really wonderful. Now, one cool feature is the cockpit actually opens. But to open, you break the nose cone like this. And then you go in here like this. Lift it up. You lift it up backwards instead of forwards. Now, initially, it comes with this little block here. which I don't know what it's supposed to represent. I guess an engine or not exactly sure. But anyway, it comes with that. I think it was good for weekends in alt mode, but I took it out and you have to take Titan Masters, and they fit inside. I'm using Trigger Happy's head. Let's see, I'm volunteering him for this purpose. So it goes in like this. I think it fits inside. Let's try. Come on. I can't get him to sit up straight, but I think it worked. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I might be lying to y'all. Wait a minute. There he goes. And success. Yeah, he can totally house a Titan Master in there. So that's a cool little feature that they definitely needed to include, but they did. So you know, it's just one more extra level of playability for this thing. Let's take him out of there. I can get him out and shake his ass out. And there we go. Another cool thing is right up top of here. If you open the backpack up, if I can untab it. Here we go. Oops. Okay. And pick this up right here. There we go. You can actually, let's see how good you can see it on camera. There's actually seating inside there, right here and right here. And I believe the Titan Master could fit in there as well. Let's see. Yep, it fits in there. And yeah, bingo. That's pretty cool. I mean, you can literally put him in there and just. So technically speaking, he has seating for 3. So that's pretty cool. Now if I can get this closed back up, there we go. And get everything tabbed back in. There we go. Let's see here. There we go. Now, as far as the jet mode stuff goes, as you can see, I'm using a pair of landing gear on the other side, which here, right here, and both sides of the legs, and here at the cockpit. One negative side I can go into immediately with this thing is the plastic here you see here on this side where my thumb's pointing, and this side right here. It's a kind of a more soft, malleable plastic, and it's kind of a chore to get it tabbed in right here. But once I got it, you know, it's holding on pretty good. But I wish this had been made of the same stern plastic as the rest of the figure. But I suppose they had the reasons for making this plastic softer, so I guess I have to let that go. Let's see. Another cool thing about this thing is if you use those handles I showed before, right here, and right here. And he also has them here at the front of the landing gear. You actually have siege figures hanging from that. I just saw before. I don't really have that many, but if I can demonstrate, let me grab this sound wave. If I can see if I can get him. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can get him holding on for dear life, so I can show that off. Let's just have him grab this side for the sake of doing it. And yeah, he's totally holding on there. Let's pick the camera up. So yeah, you can hold him, just fly in and just drop off troops. So that's pretty cool. And I believe the same goes for the, if I can get the sound off of there. Oh, bear with me, guys. There we go. You can also hold on to one of these, I believe. You just might want to. This you might want to flip it out. Oh, can't see that, can you? Might want to flip it that way. You know, it's the same deal. Just have them just push through. go through there. Having these technical difficulties. Like I said before, things are always harder for me on camera. Tell you what, guys, let me just cut it here and I'll come back because it's taking me too long. And here I am back. I finally got Shockwave, not Shockwave, but Soundwave's hand on there. So as you can see, he can indeed hold on. This is my Soundwave has a really, really tight hand, and it wasn't really trying to happen, but I got him on there. So yeah, he can do that. And before I forget to show you guys this other thing, his shield, his battle armor and weaponry, they also do a little combining trick as well, as you can see. It's all very simple. Everything just pegs on from the back here and on to the sides. It's all very simple. Like I said before, this combination very much reminds me of Shockwave's battle sled. And to connect that, you just leave the handle down from the gun mode, and you fold these two wings, back wings down. And there's a hole right here on the very top, and you just push that in like so. There we go, and you get this. So you know, although he is a scientist, sometimes you have to blow things to hell, and to do so, you have to make a rotational arsenal. You know, sometimes things get a little dirty out there, even science. And another thing, taking those blast effects, when you combine them all, or you can just do singles, but you can combine all of them if you want to, and you can just, right here, using the holes here, you can just casually push that in right here, and you have a nice, really cool blast effect. I think that looks really good. I mean, to me, it's just a real nice touch. And to be honest with you guys, I have a strong desire to just leave this thing in alt mode. Truly. And for a size comparison, took much the trouble to go ahead and transform Starscream here. And he's a Voyager, but this is what you get both the camera here. Let's see, right there. Turn the camera down. This is the size and scale. I mean, Starscream is just totally dwarfed by this. But then again, I guess this is how it should be. You know, Commander versus Voyager. I guess it's time I give you guys my final verdict. And you couldn't tell based on the review. He's definitely a pickup. I think this is the best thing from Siege yet. But I think they're gonna have a hard time topping this. This Jetfire, Skyfire, what you gonna call him? He just blew all my expectations out of the water. This right here, I'm in love with this. Please do more of this. But Skyfire, Jetfire himself, pick up. Definitely pick up. Hasbro Pulse. That's where I got mine. And last time I was there, they still have more to sell. So if you're looking for one, hit them up. And with that being said, I guess I'll leave you guys to it. This figure's awesome. And also the wings to move. Just gonna put it out too. So awesome. This has been Sato Nuspa, the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Until next time, peace out.